Hello all, and welcome to my next unboxing video. Today we're going to take a look at, well, I shouldn't say tonight. I've been unboxing a lot of stuff tonight, just trying to get caught up on things. Next in that lineup of long unboxings tonight is the Storm Collectibles Muhammad Ali, aka Cassius Clay. I said this when I did the Patrick Ewing that there wasn't a lot of sports stuff I was really looking at, and the more I thought about it, the more I realized I lied to myself. Uh, um, not too long after that, I was able to pick this up off a friend who had one. He had actually bought like two of them. He kept one in box, and he unboxed the other one for display. Um, and he was willing to give me this one for a pretty decent price. Um, I think I paid like 60 for this one. So not too bad, a little bit above base price when it came out. I don't think you can really find this guy anymore. I've looked and the only ones I've seen have been like on eBay, like on auctions, and they're going for like 150 to 200 bucks, and I did not want to pay that. And I think the big one, like the 1/6 scale, is going for even more, like crazy prices. I'm only getting him. I'm not going to get the Tyson. Um, but yeah, Muhammad Ali, Storm Collectibles. Um, this isn't the only kind of sports related figure I'm going to be unboxing. I don't have it yet, but I did order I believe it's the Mafex Michael Jordan. I could be wrong on that. Um, yeah, it's Mafex. I almost said Metacom for some reason. That's Mafex Michael Jordan. I have that coming in. But yeah, this is the Storm Collectibles Muhammad Ali. There he is on the back. Comes with the robe. He's got the classic white and black, Everlast there, red gloves. I saw some people who seemed really confused as to why Muhammad Ali had Everlast on his shorts and his gloves. Almost as if they were saying like either Everlast wasn't a thing back then, or that he never like wore their stuff. I don't know where they're getting that from. Like yeah, it was a thing back then. It's been around for ages, and two, he did wear their stuff. Most boxers at the time did because they were kind of the only dominant kind of brand in boxing at the time. Like, so they all sort of did. Um, yeah. So I don't know where people are getting that from. Either they just don't know their boxing history, or just wanted to find something to bitch and moan about. I don't know. Um, I will say a couple things. This Ali does appear to be kind of based on um, pre uh, pre banned from boxing Muhammad Ali. I was trying to find a way to put that when he was banned from boxing for not going into the draft for the Vietnam War, not accepting his draft. So that's kind of what this is. It looks like it's a little bit of a younger Ali, kind of like that famous photo of him where he's standing over his opponent. I think is it Sonny Liston he's standing over? Probably not. I'm probably wrong on that. But the one where he's standing over his opponent and he's kind of like beating on his chest. That's kind of what this reminds me a lot of. Is that kind of early Ollie. Um, but yeah, happy to have this. I've become a big fan of Storm, even though I will say their Akuma from Street Fighter gave me some issues. I wasn't the most happy with that figure, even though I love Akuma. But that was kind of based on just the way the Akuma's design is with the flip flops on his feet, so he couldn't really stand well. Um, I don't really expect to have any problems with this. But yeah, I'm a huge boxing fan. I'm a combat sport fan in general, and I'm a big sports fan beyond even that. I don't talk about it a lot because most of the things I'm unboxing are kind of much more, I guess you could say, nerdy, comic book, wrestling, things like that, which I'm way more into, to be fair. But I do have my soft spot for sports and um, especially basketball and boxing. I've talked about it before. In football, I'm a Dolphins fan. In basketball, I'm a Knicks fan. In boxing, I like a lot of different boxers. Obviously, I'm in the camp of Muhammad Ali is the greatest. To me, he is. I'll say it now too. I think he, not so much from the championship like accolades perspective. I mean, I know there's like Olympians who have won, like just an ungodly amount of gold medals, and teams that have won so many championships and all this stuff. But I just think from a historical context and kind of the like social iconic zeitgeist, if you want to call it, like I think Muhammad Ali is the most important athlete um, ever. I'm just gonna say it that way. I feel like he's kind of one of the most well known, if not the most well known, based on his history. Whether you think it's controversial or not, that's who he is, unabashedly, and I admire him for that. And so that's where I kind of stand on the Muhammad Ali thing. I think he is the greatest boxer, and from just an importance and recognizable standpoint, I think he's the best athlete of all time. Um, I feel like it's him in number one, and then probably Muhammad Ali at number two. Or I don't know why I said that. I think it's Muhammad Ali at number one, and then probably Michael Jordan at number two. And then I think in your distant spots are maybe like a Pele or a Babe Ruth, um, like distant three and four. But yeah, I think Muhammad Ali absolutely is in that top spot. I feel, and my criteria for that is like, if you went to a country that didn't even have TV or like a lot of social media or anything like that, and you mentioned a sports like an athlete's name, would they recognize it? If I went to a country where there was like not really a lot of social media or a lot of television or even a lot of radio or whatever, maybe a third world country, and I said the name Tom Brady, or I said, as much as I love him, some like Walter Payton, anything like that, I don't know necessarily that they would all know who that is, if any. Um, However, you go to a similar kind of place and you mention the name Muhammad Ali, I feel like they're going to know who that is. I feel like everybody just knows who he is. That's kind of the how important and how big he was for his time. And I think the same thing of like Michael Jordan, and then to an even maybe a little bit lesser extent like a Pele in soccer. And soccer's obviously much more global. So there you go. Basketball much more global because of Michael Jordan and the Dream Team. Then Muhammad Ali fought all over the world. So you kind of have those types of people. And I think he's on the top of that list. Um, but yeah, uh, when I got this, one of my friends asked me, "Are there any other boxers you would buy an action figure of?" And I had to kind of think about that. I know I'm stalling here. I am. I'm absolutely stalling here. I'll go ahead and start trying to crack this guy open. Um, there are probably. I think like a Joe Louis or a Sugar Ray Robinson would be really cool. Maybe Jack Johnson if you want to go like way back. Um, uh, Man, I don't know, like George Foreman in his prime. Even old George Foreman would be cool. Um, there we go. I like the box. It's his logo. If you've ever owned like something from Muhammad Ali, he's got that logo with a silhouette. I have a couple of Muhammad Ali shirts. They have the same logos, like on the inside on the tags. Um, yeah. So like Joe Louis, Jack Johnson would be a good one. Sugar Ray Robinson. Um, Marvin Hagler, who recently passed away. I love Marvin Hagler, one of my favorites. Roy Jones Jr. would be a good one, like a prime 90s Roy Jones Jr. I think that'd be cool. I'm a huge Canelo Alvarez fan. I'm half Mexican, so I got a lot of pride when I watch Canelo fight. It just comes out. Um, so there we go. Much like a lot of Storm collectibles, it had that top part. There's this plastic, and then you can just kind of like lift them out. Yep, there we go. Also, I was recently asked my thoughts on Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. I don't know. That's tough. At his best, Joshua is so good. But man, there's just some performance, like the Andy Ruiz performance, or like when he fought Klitschko and he got dropped. Like there are just times where sometimes AJ doesn't look like he's into it. Whereas, Tyson Fury looks like he is always in there just fighting like it's his last fight, but from a technical standpoint, until he just beat the crap out of Deontay Wilder, sadly. I was going for Wilder too, man. And even I got to admit, Wilder just got the shit beat out of him. There's his jacket. His ring robe. I shouldn't say jacket. Ring robe. And we're going to take a look at the alternate heads first. He's got the Screaming head. I kind of like this one. I think this is a good one to put like him pointing to the crowd. Or when he was like yelling, what's my name? That's great. We kind of got like a teeth grinning, like a teeth grinding kind of snarl Muhammad Ali head. These look really good. I like the hair. Like they really got the hair down. And then of course we got Muhammad Ali himself. He's got like this plastic on him. Let's see if we can get that off. There we go. And there we go. Pants are a little baggy. Or shorts. But they're not too bad. They're pretty good. He's got the red gloves. Everlast. There's some shorts. He's got his boots. I like one of the things about this that I subtly like is that the boots have like an age to them, like they're a little dirty, like he's been training or had multiple fights in them. I love that touch. It's such a nice touch. There's a lot of boxers who wear the same boots. It's not like now where you see a Canelo Alvarez or Floyd Mayweather when he was boxing and they were wearing different colors every match. Back then, like you kind of just had what you had, man. So I like that. Much like other Storm Collectibles, he's got the torso joint. This upper part is rubber, so you get more of a bend out of it. We've got the head. He's got the butterfly joints here on the shoulders. There you go. He's got double jointed knees. He's got toe joints. A little bit of an ankle pivot. And yeah, there is our Storm Collectible Muhammad Ali. Stands well, no issues. I like it. I like it. I'm not good at posing figures. I know this. I've been told this. So yeah, that's kind of going to be my generic, like pointing at the camera. But yeah, head comes off. And there we go. There you go. That's pretty much it. Like my other Storm Collectibles, he's got a lot of the same stuff just going on. Pull the shorts up. Yeah, I like it. I really do. Like I said, I'm a huge Muhammad Ali fan. I knew they had made this. I missed it out when it first came. I missed out on it when it first came out, and then later, like after I got that Dan Marino, and I started jonesing for the Patrick Ewing. I got the Patrick Ewing. I started jonesing for the Muhammad Ali. This one out. Luckily, I had a friend who had one. He was willing to give me, sell me. So yeah, he actually. I think he bought more than two of them. I know he bought one to unbox. He bought one to keep in box. And he might have bought a third and sold that one. And then he sold me the one he didn't open. So, yeah. We'll go ahead and take out the robe. I will say this. If you're going to unbox one of these, if you get one and you unbox, make sure your hands are clean. Because these are like just a white kind of cloth. And then the robe is just white cloth too. So, you don't want to be getting stuff dirty. But there's the robe. Woohoo, almost fell. Pretty simple. There it is, Muhammad Ali. It does go on over the glove, so there you go. I was just making sure on that. I'm not going to put it on. I'm going to keep him unrobed for now. As I do with like the WWE stuff too, I don't really put on a lot of the clothes. I just kind of make sure that they go with what they have and that it's accurate. And that's what it was. Muhammad Ali didn't change up a lot of stuff. He usually wore the same shorts, same boots, same robe. Kind of what you had back then. You didn't see a lot of the crazy fancy colors back then. Kind of like George Foreman, always wearing the red and blue, like a dark blue, navy, I think. But anyways, that is the Storm Collectibles Muhammad Ali. I like it. I'm glad to have it to kind of add to my list of favorite athletes with action figures. Um, yeah, really good figure, really good everything. The Mike Tyson looks great too. It's just Mike Tyson's not a guy I'm going to go out of my way to buy a figure of. Um, but that's a great one too, and it's probably of a similar, like really good quality. You'll notice like they actually kind of got Ali's proportion. Like I noticed this too when I was kind of unboxing him and everything. They got his proportions down pretty well. His shoulders are a little ball, like because of the ball joints or whatever. But like he's not overly big like the Street Fighter characters or the Mortal Kombat characters, and he shouldn't be. So I'm glad they toned him down, made him look more like what he was. Um, so yeah, really great figure. Happy I got it. If I had one complaint, one minor complaint, and it's a minor complaint, don't get me wrong, it is just the most minor of complaints. I wish that he had come with alternate hands, like ungloved hands, where he just has his tape fists. Um, I think that would have been cool. A lot of boxers come to the ring and stuff with just their taped hands, especially back then. They just had taped hands and they put the gloves on in the ring. I think it'd be cool to have the taped hands with the robe on. So yeah, that would have been cool. Minor complaint. I understand why they only have the boxing gloves, but I think the tape fist would have been kind of cool too. But yeah, that is the Storm Collectibles Muhammad Ali. Happy to have it. Glad to have it. I know I didn't go into all the articulation and everything, but to be fair, like Muhammad Ali ain't gonna be throwing a lot of kicks and stuff. So don't really like that. That in terms of that articulation doesn't bother me, whether he has it or not. I just want to be able to pose him in either punching poses or just kind of standing there wearing the robe. But yeah, there is the Storm Collectibles Muhammad Ali, and thanks for checking it out with me. Yeah, an awesome figure and happy to have it. I'll catch you guys in the next video.